Yo, guys, what's up? I'm super excited. It is October 1st, and that means it is the month of Halloween, and I am a huge Halloween fan, and I love to watch horror in the month of October. So I am super pumped to get into this month and check out some stuff. There's a debate about, well, why is it only October that you can watch horror? Well, look, I watch horror all the time, but I do kick it up the same way I watch Christmas movies occasionally, not in December, but typically I like to watch more in December. I know that's not an exact comparison because we're not talking about Halloween movies, we're talking about horror movies, but um in the same way you might decide to go on a run of certain kinds of movies just at random, I like to go on a run of horror movies in October. It just makes sense to me. But again, I watch horror all year. I love horror movies. It's my favorite genre, for sure. Um, but anyway, I thought I'd make a video just to tell you guys what I plan to watch this month. I've got about 21 picked out, I think. And then I've got another stack that's just stuff that I pulled off my shelf that I wouldn't mind watching, but didn't really make my for sure stack. So I'll take suggestions from you all in that. Feel free to make other suggestions as well, though. So I guess let's jump into what Shocktober, I guess, is what I decided to go with. My 31 days of Halloween. Let's call it that. Viewing. And so we'll start with some, I guess, classics and or family fare. Not very many, by the way. Hocus Pocus. Um, I've never seen this, so this will be the first time I watch this. I might try to get my kids to watch that one with me. Excited to check that out. Little Monsters. You probably saw that coming. Had the Vestron video the other day. Well, had a personal collection video with this the other day. But anyway, Little Monsters, definitely want to check that one out. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. I really am not super versed in Elvira. Obviously, I know Elvira. I know who she is. I just never really watched her as a horror host. A lot more Sammy Terry and Joe Bob Briggs. Didn't watch a ton of them either, but more than Elvira. So I saw that they had a few at Hamilton Book. I may try to take a look at that and see if I can get a couple of hers. But at any rate, I wanted to check out Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, just to have a little more Elvira culture in my catalog, because I'm actually going to be on a podcast talking about the new Scooby-Doo Halloween movie with Elvira in it. So, wanted to check that out. Another one I've not seen, Lucio Fulci's Zombie. Gotta check that one out this month. Crazy that I've never seen it. Gonna have to correct that. This is one of my few digibooks. Poltergeist. I have seen this, but it has been a long, long time, guys. Since I was a kid, actually. So excited to check that one out. Cape Fear. I'm not entirely sure this would constitute horror, but I know it's kind of creepy, so I definitely want to check that out this month. Similarly, not horror, but one that I definitely want to watch, Wait Until Dark. Again, my favorite Audrey Hepburn, and one of the best jump scares ever, in my opinion. An American Werewolf in London. Been a long time, if I've even seen this. I am not totally sure I've seen this, which I know that's crazy. And probably make some of you say, well, you're not really a horror fan. Well, it's just a blind spot, but I do need to watch this for sure. Creepshow, have seen this one for sure, but again, it's been a long time, since I was a teenager probably. The Three Faces of Eve. Again, not totally sure this constitutes horror, but definitely one that I think wouldn't, it fits well enough, I think, to be watching it in October. I got a copy of Bloodfest. I never saw this one. Did see Hellfest. I wasn't a huge fan of that one. I'm hoping this is more to my sensibilities. I kind of feel like it will be, but I don't know. We'll see. Let me know if you've seen any of these, by the way. What you think of them. Mayhem. I've had this for quite a while this year. Definitely excited to check this out. Samara Weaving. Yeah, I obviously it was compared to the Belko Experiment. I did see that. Enjoyed it. I don't think it's super great or anything, but hoping this will be just as good, if not better. Shivers, another the Vestron. Want to check that out. Hideaway, Jeff Goldblum and Alicia Silverstone. This is based on a Dean Koontz book. Might be another one that's not entirely considered horror, but again, think it's close enough. Fear Inc. It has Abigail Breslin in it. Not really sure what it's about, to be honest, but it does say Scream meets Cabin in the Fever. Scream meets Cabin in the Woods. Scary and funny, so I don't know. Give that a shot, maybe. Another one, probably not quite horror, but Big Bad Wolves. Been one that I've wanted to check out for a while. Supposed to be a twisted movie, so, and dark, so. Neil Marshall's Dog Soldiers. Another one I'm excited to check out. I'm a big werewolf guy, even though there's not very many good werewolf movies, really, so. Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon. Have not seen this, so excited to check that one out. Fear House, and this doesn't look particularly good here. But it says the horror genre may have a new talented director. Fear House is part Phantasm, part Evil Dead, and part Black Christmas. So I'm probably watching this mostly to decide how wrong that is, but it might be good. Who knows? I might be surprised. I'm just not really digging this artwork. And the last one that I have decided to watch myself for sure is Tigers Are Not Afraid. Never got around to watching the Steelbook here, so checking that out this month. And glad to finally watch that one. So, alright, so the rest of this, and I meant to also make an option that I could watch some Hitchcock, but I forgot to pull it. What I would be doing is finishing up my collection that I bought earlier this year, which would be like Torn Curtain, Frenzy, Topaz, and Family Plot. So if you think I should do a little bit of Hitchcocktober, let me know. But here's the other stuff to choose from. The Wolfman. I had this in my for sure to watch stack, but then I was like, man, people say it's really bad. I really kind of want to watch it. I love Emily Blunt, but I've heard it's so bad, so I don't know. Is this worth watching? Let me know. In Exchange by Zach Parker. This is... I believe he's from Indiana, Zach Parker, so it's kind of a friend of a friend sort of thing. Well, I don't know if I should call him a friend. An acquaintance of mine knows him, so I picked this up when I saw it. Um, Let me know if you've seen it. It looks pretty wild, but in exchange, there's the back if you want to take a look. But Malevolence, this is one I've seen the Blu-ray set going around for the first three. Let me know how this is. I don't really know. I've been thinking about watching that one. This I don't know much about, but it's a version of Frankenstein with Parker Posey and Michael Madsen. So if you do know anything about that one, let me know. This is one I've been thinking about revisiting. Signs from M. Night Shyamalan. Seemed like a good time to rewatch that one. While we're on that, While we're on that, here's one not directed by M. Night Shyamalan, but written by him, or based on a story by him anyway. Devil, the elevator movie. I actually really liked this one, so I almost put this in my for sure stack, but I didn't. Pyewacket. I've heard nothing but good things about this one, but just haven't got around to it. Let me know if I should watch that one. The Wind, Demons of the Prairie. Let me know if you've seen that for sure. It's one that I'm tempted by. Mulberry Street. It Waits. Chillerama. The Treatment. VHS. Never seen this. Probably should remedy that. Let me know if it's one I should get to this month. The Oxford Murders with Elijah Wood. This is a Hamilton book one. I never got around to watching it. Dark Summer. Let me know if that's any good. The Howling Reborn. I'm not even sure what's going on here. Is this a reboot? Is that what's going on here? If so, let me know. Is this worth watching? I'm not sure. The Atoning. Not really sure what this one's about too much. I think it's another Hamilton book. The Signal. Nicholas Hoult in Kill Your Friends. Here's one that came from the mystery box, and it's from the library, and it's just called P. Here, let me read you the back, though, because this is why I thought about it. It says, while growing up in rural Thailand, a young orphan girl, Dao, is taught magic by her grandmother. But when her grandmother falls sick, Dao is lured to Bangkok to find work so that she can buy medicine. She finds herself working in a go-go bar, and her journey from naivete to maturity is swift. She uses the magical skills her grandmother taught her to her advantage, but in doing so makes enemies within the bar. As her magic gets darker and the consequences increasingly horrific, she gradually loses control and something evil takes over. It says P is a frightening film full of disturbing sexual imagery that carries a heavy message. So, I don't know. I'm kind of tempted by this one, but if I do watch it, I hope it's not like, the way people talk about a Serbian film or Sallow or something, but I've never heard of this, so I don't know. It's certainly not as infamous as those, so let me know if you have seen this. The Divide. says the lucky one died in the blast. So I think that's probably some sort of post-apocalyptic thing. And this is a horror and disaster movie, it says, from, Eli Roth Presents Aftershock. Crimson Peak. Haven't seen it yet, so let me know. Should I check that out? If I watched this, it would be my first John Waters film, Serial Mom. Pretty tempted to watch this one. Let me know if that'd be a good one to watch this month. Werewolves of the Third Reich. Again, I'm a werewolf guy, so I'm pretty tempted. This is another Hitchcock I had in here, The 39 Steps. And a Dollar Tree title, which some of those others were too, but Tony Todd, Zombies. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know. Should I check that one out? And last option is one that you're going to say, that's not horror. The Terminator. I've never seen this movie. And a buddy of mine, Jason Piles, aka Jay of the Dead, from, well, let's see, Horror Podcast Weekly? Horror Podcast Weekly? Weekly Horror Podcast? I always mix up the name. Anyway, he does a podcast. Considering the Cinema is a good way to look him up. But he has a podcast, Considering the Cinema, too. He makes a pretty good case for Terminator being a slasher film. So I'm tempted to check it out this Halloween season. Let me know. Should I do that? Again, guys, I don't expect you to keep which stack was which, but I'm going to keep them separate, and you guys tell me which ones I should for sure watch, and, I'll watch the ones I said I would watch, and then I'll mix in the others that receive some votes here and there. Going to try to do 31, so I've got 21 picked out, so that leaves 10 slots for whatever you guys think I should watch, so, I don't know, if I get a ton of answers, then who knows? It'd be the most popular ones, I guess. But also, if I only get a few here and there, then those will be the ones. So I just wanted to give you guys a chance to let me know what I should watch, because I like taking your guys' advice. So anyway, thanks for watching, and enjoy your October. Enjoy your month of watching horror if you're doing that. And let me know what you're watching. If you have videos of what you're watching this month, feel free to link below. I'm totally fine with that. As long as they'll let you, I guess it will, right? I guess I don't know. I don't do that. But, like I said, leave a link below if you can. Or get in contact with me. Let me know. Hey, I've got a video, and I'll look it up. I mean, for me personally, I'll watch it. But yeah, again, if it'll let you, feel free to link below. Or if you have a letterboxed list or whatever. Anyway, I'd just like to hear what you guys are watching. So let me know, guys. If you don't mind, give me the thumbs up, and I'll catch you guys next time. Happy Halloween.